Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because at Lowe's, pros can save on the fixtures they need to get the job done. Building or renovating a bathroom? Now you can get bath faucets starting at $29.98. Then finish up with select toilets starting at $88. Plus, order what you need online and pick it up in store. See LowesForPros.com for details. So, Pro, now that you know, start with Lowe's. While supplies last, selection varies by location, U.S. only.
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the War Room. We got Dev, Kill, Jimmy, PJ, B. Austin, the Hot Block Commander. How you want it in a 1 or 2 hour show to keep the brain running with the premise to talk sports on a national level. Roll with the topic, sorta like the rebels. When it's game time, they like the Fab Five during prime time. Sports conglomerates speak their minds a little bit. For sports medicine and sports veterans and greats. The 4 for 26, so the war in Kuwait. It's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys, diversified and educated. What's good, everybody out there in War Room Country? Welcome to another edition of your favorite show, The War Room. Brought to you, of course, by War Room Sports on the War Room Sports Podcast Network. This is a special episode. This is a quick 30-minute edition of The War Room. It's our 9th annual Super Bowl pregame tailgate. This is Super Bowl 53. It's game day. It's game time. It's time to get it in. So y'all know the drill, man. Y'all can join us right now in the the JW Philly Realty chat room, blogtalkradio.com/The War Room. Shout out to everybody out there, all of our partners in crime. Everybody, the number to call if you want to give your Super Bowl prediction, 323-410-0012. Press 1 when prompted. And we're here to holler at you. Fellas, what's up? I'm here with B. Austin, the Hot Block Commander, and the homie JW, the Blueprint.
Yo.
What's
Yo,
up?
shout out to our new 1.5 million fans and listeners.
Yo, that's crazy. First of all, that's crazy. Shout out to
the old head young boy.
Yeah. Shout out to young George.
Shout out to the full hairline.
Old head George Jefferson got our Facebook page popping like never before. Like 1.8 million views just to see this man's hairline. That if I could borrow some of the jokes from the comment, somebody said my man hairline is playing shirts and skins. Come on, man.
Yo,
Come on, man.
Well, hold
on, man.
I want to say a couple things. First of all, none of this is disrespect towards the young boy, because I saw some people thought that we were going to play him, and we were just sharing a video that we found funny, and I honestly think that he's doing it on purpose because, I mean, you could just shave your head, so he's doing it on purpose, and some stuff stand out, and it's actually working. Yeah. So shout out to him.
You want to be famous.
But the funniest comment I saw is somebody said, "Boy, look like he's 14 years old."
14. Yo, I know that comment that you're talking about. I think dude got like 1,700 likes and comments and all of that kind of stuff on that joint. Yo, so again, man, shout out to the old head, man, who got the young boy old head who got our page popping this week, man. But fellas, Super Bowl 53 is here. I know we talked about it a few days ago on Thursday. B. Austin wasn't with us. Happy belated birthday to the God. What up, B. Austin?
Happy birthday.
How was your week? Another rotation around the sun completed?
Man, I can't believe I'm 29 already, man. Just yesterday I was 21.
Old head, young boy.
Old head, young boy.
Yeah. All right. Yo,
my hairline in a better condition than in your man's, though.
Yo, this is, like I said, this is our 9th annual show like this. Just a quick joint. We're going to give our final thoughts on the game. But we'd like to welcome you all again to the New England Patriot Invitational. Every time, people say that these dudes are done, they end up in the big game one more time. B, what do you attribute this run that they're still on? If you think about it, this is a full circle run at this point. Remember, they won their first Super Bowl in, what was it, 2001 versus the St. Louis Rams. St. Louis then moved to a new city, and 5 Super Bowl wins later, the Patriots are back at it with the Rams. Maybe this closes the chapter in this whole dynasty. Maybe,
hopefully
open Rams, shut Rams. But what do you attribute this run to?
I speak from multiple perspectives. So being professional and a member of the media, I'm going to place a little bit of respect, RESPECK, on their name. It is quite impressive. I attribute this to Bill Belichick. I attribute this to Robert Kraft. I attribute this to the devil. I attribute this to Tom Brady. I attribute this to, some of Lucifer's followers. Whatever deal they made with the devil, whatever, I don't know what it is, but that noni juice got their organization pop-a-lopping. Listen, you can analyze any of the first few names that I mentioned and look at what their role is in keeping this organization atop the pile. Belichick, whether it's play calling, and not even specifically his play calling, because we know he handles the defense, but his ability to acquire, develop, and maintain offensive coordinators and talent that fit the personnel that he brings in. And I feel like that's where his fingers extend and touch. It's defensively first.
Your finger popping them?
Personnel-wise, secondly, because how do you continually identify these guys who would essentially be on the scrap heap, plug them in? They're not stars, with the exception of, obviously Tom Brady, Giselle's husband, and Gronkowski. But these other dudes, you just plug them in. Just plug them in.
No, but not even just the players, like you said, like the coaches as well. Because you look, Belichick's tree extends far and beyond, but his tree is not necessarily that successful. You know what I mean? But when they're there, they become some of the most highly touted coaches out there because all they do is win, no matter what. Shout out to the Bull. But it's amazing to me. And that's why you have to give credit to this coach and this system.
I don't like these dudes, but you have to honor and respect. Like Belichick, as much as I hate and despise that organization, you have to throw him in the conversation of GOAT NFL coach. You have to. What? There's no way.
He was in a conversation like that. He was in a conversation maybe half a decade, maybe a decade ago. So I don't even think that's like that. That's not a hot take right there. He's been in that conversation. But Dev, to your point, Josh McDaniel came to coach the Broncos. He was an absolute disaster. He gets back there and he's back on the top. He's back at the top in terms of being offered a job again. So something to be said, not just for what he does, but how the organization is ran from top to bottom. I was having a conversation last week with someone in our group chat, and I'm talking about how well-run organizations, it goes beyond just the field of court. It actually goes into ownership. And sometimes that's just as much as staying out of it. Most Cowboy fans hate the fact is how involved Jerry is, right? Not to throw him on the bus, but to use as an example. Sometimes being a good owner is hiring the right people and getting out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
just like in the real world.
They have
you know what I mean? Being a great CEO, hire the right people and shut up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And let people call you a genius.
So that's all. Exactly. But your genius, in fact, is putting the right people in the right places to make plays, as Larry Brown would say. I think that they just have a well-run organization, and they stick to the script. I do think that it's going to end, and it may end today, and it may end next season, but it's coming to an end. And I think part of the reason why, to be honest with you, is because when Belichick was trying to make that major move of pushing Tom to pick out the way, they kind of blocked him. And, but they're back here again. Got to give him credit for that. But, he was trying to take your man Garoppolo and run another dime. But, that's either here nor there.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? If Garoppolo becomes Jimmy in San Francisco, what a lot of people think he can become, then that's going to be maybe the only blemish on Robert Kraft's resume. Because, like you said, if he would have allowed – I mean, Brady, I know it's difficult, but everybody else, of course not, because we've watched this organization just dispose of quote-unquote stars, at least their stars, whenever money came up or whenever just old age came up with no problems and they just reloaded. With Brady, Kraft actually felt something. There was actually some humanity there, and he wouldn't allow Belichick to do that to his franchise star for the past 2 decades. That might, if Garoppolo ends up being a superstar, that might be the only blemish on Robert Kraft's resume, because like you said, he could have, maybe ended up running off another dime in that system. So that remains to be seen, which is why I'm rooting for Garoppolo to be that dude.
That will also go to Belichick's his legacy, because that makes him look like wildly new. Like, and I'm also rooting for Garoppolo, but someone I can't lose with Garoppolo, because if he runs off, a nice run, I get to make fun of the Patriots, and if he stinks to high heaven, I get to make fun of Phil Maddox. So I can't lose either way.
All right. So a little bit about before we start taking some calls, man. A little bit about the other team involved in this, man. We talked about the Rams in the offseason. Made all of these moves where it absolutely told us, it was absolutely obvious the Rams were going for it right now, and then everything kind of went their way when it needed to, and here we are. The roster was crazy. We talked about how picking up all of those superstars was a little bit of a detriment to their depth, but here we are, healthy, and in the Super Bowl with a chance to maybe end the Patriots dynasty. I mean, we say this every year, and then next year we'll be talking the same thing. Like, okay, the Saints are here. Maybe we can end the Patriots dynasty. I don't necessarily, B was talking all this disdain. I don't necessarily hate the Patriots. Like, I don't care. Like, I kind of like to see people, if you have a stranglehold, it's kind of like, dethrone us, because in my opinion, they're not doing it in a crazy way, because their roster, personally, in my opinion, was always the lesser roster in most of the Super Bowl matchups that they had. So this team just keeps winning more so, in my opinion, because of the system. So I don't necessarily hate them, dethrone them. And I'm happy that, my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, were able to do that last season. So like I said, the whole thing is coming full circle. The Eagles got their rematch. The Rams are getting their rematch. Maybe this whole thing is winding down. But what do you guys think about the Rams? Why are they here right now? And can their third-year quarterback, who many people thought was a bust in year one, can he lead them to the promised land over the great Belichick and the great Brady?
The coach that he had, Jeff Fisher, is able to make – Jeff Fisher would make any quarterback a bust. I think that they're here for a combination of reasons. Shout out to Sean McVay. Play calling offensively, they are loaded talent-wise with guys that aren't even necessarily famous yet for their talent, but talented nonetheless. On the defensive side of the ball, Aaron Donald, I don't know what to say, man. Aaron Donald is Warren Sapp's son, man. And he might be a little bit better. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be an evolution era type thing. Like, he might be Warren Sapp, but you always have to throw the 2.0 on it because, the cliche. We're bigger, stronger, faster these days. But Warren Sapp can hold his own in all three categories with any era pretty much. Yeah. But Aaron Donald
and Aaron Donald is a little. I think they're really around the same size Athletically, they're very similar. Warren may have been a little faster, but Aaron Donald's like explosion off the ball, he does what he wants in the middle against other grown men who are 320 to 350 pounds. How you do what you want against them type of dudes? Like, that's crazy. Their secondary
defensive MVP.
Secondary is filled with playmakers who aren't necessarily great cover guys.
Underachieved as a unit this year.
Yeah, I think they underachieved as a unit, but they're not necessarily great cover guys. So you got Aqib Talib, who's getting a little long in the tooth, but his film study and his instincts are so amazing. He's the type of guy who's going to give up at this stage of his career. He's going to give up big yardage, but he's going to make 3 plays in the course of a game that no one else other than Aqib Talib could make, and one of those could be a pick to the house. So he's worth it. He becomes worth it. And Marcus
I just want to make a comment real quick that Tobias in our group chat has said that don't compare Aaron Donald to Warren Sapp because Aaron Donald pays the $600 instead of ruining his career with hookers.
Look, real quick, B, because we definitely got to get to these calls. 30-minute shows really not for us. They go fast as hell. Speaking of Talib, in this game, we're gonna get to some X's and O's in a second after we take some calls. But in this game, would you put him primarily on somebody like a Gronk, or primarily on an Edelman, or would you just let him play his side of the field and put him on people sparingly, periodically?
I would let him play his side of the field, but if I did match him up, it would be Gronk. It would likely be Gronk, but I think you let him play his side of the field. And then what I was going to say is Marcus Peters is
like
Terrell Buckley.
Dunk you to death anyway. DDD, dunk death.
You can't put Aqib Talib in the slot. It's not that he's bad there. It's just that he's 6'2", 205, and he just can't move with slot receivers.
Like Edelman. Yeah. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We got Rob calling in from Cali. Rob, what's going on, man?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Can y'all hear me?
45 seconds,
I'm calling there about predictions, man. We got like 10 minutes left in this show. This is a quick one today. So I know you gave one on Thursday. Has anything changed? Give us your prediction and give us your score, and it has to be quick.
Okay, real quick. Shout out to Jimmy and others for the protest. The year-long protest of Kaepernick, even though I knew he was not going to get a job again. Shout out to y'all for your protest. I appreciate, I respected that the commitment. And that's all I gotta say. Second quick thing. I hate LeBron. LeBron is not a team player. He's selfish.
This is a Super Bowl show.
He's a coward. He's a coward. I'm sorry.
Super Bowl pregame show.
Yo, bang on this man.
All right, Rob, give us a game prediction, man. We'll talk about LeBron next Thursday for you. Right?
Okay, I do. I do.
Don't like him busting his load or saving his load. Y'all want all that load in LA. So load management. We understand.
He got 4 kids. He had freaking trying to unload.
Who's gonna win the game, man?
Damn. Oh, okay.
Right,
first of all, I want to say, if anybody knows me, knows that my dad's a Giant fan, and years being a Giant fan, I do respect Bill Belichick because if anybody looked at the Giants back in the 80s and early 90s, they didn't have big name guys except for Lawrence Taylor. The only thing they did is they had like just a hard, I have to say just hard work and execution. So my prediction, I still think it's going to be probably a close game because it's Belichick. But if they can run the ball and punch him in the mouth, I predict like probably a 8 to 10 digit win.
For the Patriots? Oh, Rams. Okay.
Rams.
All right, then LA gonna be partying. You going to the parade if they?
Man, I'm jealous because my brother lives in Atlanta, so he already going to the Magic City, so I'm kind of pissed. So, yo, man.
I'm talking about the parade in LA, though. You be out there for the parade if they win. But, Rob, thanks, man. We will rap to you on Thursday, and we'll make sure we bring up LeBron and his low bench so you can say what you got to say. Thanks, man. We holler at you. Have a good Super Bowl. Rob, don't ever listen to directions, man. We got the homie Tobias calling in from AZ. Tobias, what's going on, man? Well, goddamn time.
What's going on, fella?
It's hard in these streets, man.
Hey, here's the thing about this game, right? The key to this game is Aaron Donald and Dominican Sue. Someone got to tell Dominican Sue, hey, you can make more money if you have a good game today because you know that how to get Sue motivated. But the pressure to get Brady, you got to pressure Brady, move him off a spot. And it's not from the outside pass rush. It's inside. And people have been double teaming Aaron Donald for years. They still ain't stopped him. But I think the running game for the Patriots will be key. And someone from the Rams, every time you see James White even pretend he's going for a pass, hit him. You know. But I think Patriots are going. I thought it'd be close. I think it'll be 31-27 MAGA. And Trump's going to feed them old Girl Scout cookies and hot dogs with Sonic when at the White House thing.
All right, man. No doubt. We'll talk to you on Thursday when we recap this whole thing and anything else in the world of sports. You know we always appreciate it, man.
Hey, peace out, bros. Have a good one.
All right, you too. All right. Yeah. So anybody else, you know, we got about 5 more minutes to take calls. You can hit us at 323-410-0012 just to give your picks. I know y'all not used to it being this fast, but hey, we got stuff to do. A few X's and O's. B, we'll start with you again since you didn't get to rap with us on Thursday. Keys to the game, quickly. How can each of these teams win this game? What do they have to do?
Patriots got to keep Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh from crushing the pocket and making Brady have to step up or keeping him from stepping up. They got to allow him to do so. The Rams on the opposite side defensively have to allow Aaron Donald to run wild. Figure it out. Get him into the backfield. He doesn't have to get sacks. Got to get some knockdowns. Make Brady uncomfortable and make him hold the ball longer than 2.5 seconds. Offensively, the Rams got to run the rock. They got to run the rock.
They have to. We watched in the NFC Championship, we watched Todd Gurley sit on the side with explanation. I'm 100% sure something was wrong with that dude that they just weren't letting out of the bag. It's not going to work today. You need Todd Gurley. I'm not saying C.J. Anderson is not doing his part and can't help because you definitely need to give him the rock too. But Todd Gurley has to be a part of your running game. He has to be a part of your short passing game. He has to keep the defense honest because we know Belichick and he likes to take away your best thing. And I really think even though Jared Goff has shown and proven himself to be a very good NFL quarterback, I think Belichick would rather put the ball in his hands and say beat us. So if Gurley and CJ aren't helping, then, you're going to expect Goff to get into a shootout with Brady. And against the Patriots defense, it's not that's impossible, but most of the times you do that, Brady's usually the last man standing. Because for some reason he always gets the ball back with 1.5 minutes left, and you can't do anything about that. The Eagles almost had the same situation in the Super Bowl last year. Brandon Graham came up with the biggest play of the game when Tom Brady was probably most definitely about to go down the field and ice the game on our Philadelphia Eagles. That didn't happen. Shout out to them. The Patriots, we all know, they're going to dunk you to death. And their game plan is always so unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's going to be the star of the offense. You don't know if they're going to run it more, pass it more. But you have a lot of people to look out for, even though we swear that this offense doesn't have stars. James White will catch 40 passes out of the backfield in one damn game. Edelman will catch 40 balls 2 yards across the middle in one damn game. Gronk, as we saw last year in the Super Bowl, can be shut down for a whole half, and then the second half is just Gronk time. So they got, the Rams and that vaunted defense on paper have a lot to contend with, but I I think that the biggest part for them is to get their perennial offensive player of the year contender and even the contender Todd Gurley into everything. He's have to be a part of everything in this joint. Can I take a second though to give one of these awards out? I haven't heard anything negative, so it may have gone on without a hitch. But just one more time for the fact that Ray Lewis had the unmitigated gall to throw a Super Bowl party in the city of Atlanta. Ray. Come on, Ray. Come on, Ray. Come on, Ray. Come on, Ray. You can't do that, brother. Yeah, so if we got any more picks out there, we got like 2 minutes. I'm about to say I think I see Fred on the board. If we're gonna get Fred on the line and get his pick, not like we all don't know what it is, but we're gonna get Fred's pick right here. Fred Purdue from Cover 2. Fred, what's going on, good brother?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? We need your pick. This is a quick show. We'll be off the air in like 3 minutes. We need your pick and your score. And I saw your post. You're asking everybody why they hate Patriots. That's a good question. I want to see what kind of answers you get on that. I told you 3 words though. Success breeds contempt. Period. That's all it is. So give it.
Apparently it does because
racism.
Of course, apparently, by the way, race is still that this team is hated because it's a white people like successful teams. I don't get it. I
said that. Well, it is a team based in New England too, though, because that's why people used to hate the Boston Celtics, because the Lakers represented the black people, even though they had white players on their team. But the city of Boston, people just couldn't get down with it. What's your pick, man?
Donald Trump is definitely rooting for the Patriots to make America great again. You already know that.
Of course, you want your homies to come visit you in the house.
Of course. But if you guys
know,
you know who I'm
Fred, you know who Kraft is being with now. So if he go, Meek Mill might be coming with him. So
yeah, and Cardi B might come too, because he was at her concert.
Meek MAGA now. All right, I keep cutting you off. What's your pick and the score?
All right, so pick. You already know it's New England Patriots. That's all. You know what it is. And score 24-17 Patriots.
17. Okay. Quick reason why. We got to go, but why it's going to go that way.
Reason why? Defensively, I think they're just going to get in Jared Goff's head. I think they're going to take away the run game, and they're going to take away that Brandon Cooks guy. Because the thing is, if you really look at a lot of those star players, they play for the Patriots. When you know a guy like a Brandon Cooks, you know a guy like Talib, you know how those guys operate, all you got to do is know how to stop it. Plus the run game. Patriots' run game is really good right now.
So are they going to stop them, or do the Patriots have moles on the other sideline? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Because, I wouldn't put it past them.
Maybe.
But you still contend with Robert Woods, though. I think he's their best all-around receiver. We guys that played for you before are probably a little easier to take them out of the game. All right, so we'll see, though. And I'll talk to you probably on Tuesday for Cover 2, and I'll talk to you on Thursday for the War Room so we can recap this whole thing. But thanks for your call,
If I'm not
Fred.
available and you're doing a solo show, you know why, right?
Fred, Kanye is definitely supporting
drunken parade movement. What'd you say, B? Kanye
is definitely supporting Fred, man. Fred got support out here.
Right. We'll holler at you. I just got that. We got about 60 seconds left, so I'll holler at you, Fred.
All right, guys.
All right. Real quick, prediction score.
Rams 24, Patriots 21.
I'm still going with the Rams. They were my preseason pick. I'm going to go Rams 29, Patriots 25. Jimmy, what's your prediction score?
Rams 34, Patriots 24, and MVP will be Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. Everybody's looking forward to that broadcast, man. Tony, the game's already over as far as he's concerned. But everybody, we'd like to thank you for joining us for our quick Super Bowl 53 pre-game tailgate special. Catch us on our normal night and time this Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time if you want to catch us live, or you can just catch us at warroomsports.com anytime you want to listen to archive episodes. Make sure you pick up Jimmy's book, Sports the Book. You can do that at warroomsports.com and sportsthebook.com as well. Happy Super Bowl day to all of you big football fans out there. And like we always tell you guys, don't accept mediocrity. Be steadfast in the war against ignorance. And we'll see you chumps on top. Peace.
Fight the power.
Shout out to the Eagles. Last day is
6 to 8. Yeah. War Room Sports. Y'all ready? Let's go. Stay in tune to Jimmy. Know the blueprint. Yo. Every Thursday, 6 to 8, they do this. Shout out to Dev, PJ, B. Austin, Bay on replay. WarRoomSports.com. Get that mobile app. If not, dial 323-140012. They be going and you sensitive, then oh well. Yeah. Physical podcast, let's talk sports. Showtime like magic in the box push. Listen live, push one to join in. Rip your team or listen for your enjoyment. Hip-hop scholars, pit stop and knowledge. Should be in sports credits, I ain't talking college. 5 guys, no beef though. Portrait, secret, but the streets know. Belafonte, I got a G flow. KC, royalty, I'm in beast mode. 2 hours, get your game up. Who's the best in sportscast? You better name us. War Room Sports. Yeah, you know, Jimmy, Dev, DJ, Jock Beck, B. Austin. I'm Jock. Up and coming on the beat.
War Room Sports. www.warroomsports.com. What? Ain't no more to it.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because at Lowe's, pros can save on the fixtures they need to get the job done. Building or renovating a bathroom? Now you can get bath faucets starting at $29.98. Then finish up with select toilets starting at $88. Plus, order what you need online and pick it up in store. See LowesForPros.com for details. So, Pro, now that you know, start with Lowe's. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. U.S. only.